Hello, and welcome back to This Week in Bullshit. Today we're going to deal with a video attacking Taylor Swift for not getting involved in politics. A woman named Melissa Fabello is going to explain why Taylor Swift is wrong to say, hey, fuck politics, I don't want to get involved, I'm just an actress.
Except you know that won't work or you would have done it already.
Dear Taylor, this is a YouTube series where, through an open letter to you, I, Melissa A. Fabello, discuss social justice topics for other white feminists.
I hate it already.
If you don't understand these ideas, you belong with me.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
She doesn't belong with you. And it's not that she doesn't know any of this, she just doesn't care. She just prefers to stick to what she does, which is either acting or singing. I don't know much about her besides the Kanye West incident.
And today, we're talking about whiteness.
God, kill me now.
How by not acknowledging it or actively working to dismantle it, we contribute to the oppression of people of color.
This is such a crock of shit.
What you're telling me is that me, as I go to work, merely existing, if I don't get involved in politics every day and don't speak up for people, I'm contributing to oppression of non-white people? The fuck are you smoking?
Hold up. Oppression? That sounds kind of serious. Isn't oppression like governmental? Doesn't it involve explicit hatred toward and violence against groups? Well, no, not entirely. Oppression is the socially supported mistreatment and exploitation of a group.
You know, you feminists are big fans, when defending feminism, of using the dictionary definition. So here's the fucking definition of oppression.
Dumbass.
Which means that, yeah, it's absolutely institutionalized and systemic, but it's also implicitly supported by our everyday thoughts and behaviors.
What exactly behaviors are you talking about? Minding your own business, not commenting on politics, wanting to stay out of it? How is that oppressing people?
Women, for example, are oppressed by a government that controls our expression of sexuality.
What the hell are you talking about? This isn't Saudi Arabia or the Middle East where you have to wear burqas and veils and not allowed to drive cars and you have to have a chaperone with you at all times, a male chaperone. And, no one is oppressed. It's just, I think because abortion, people put some limits on abortion, they count that as oppression. Ooh, there's a limit to when you can have an abortion. Such the oppression. In America, you can do whatever the fuck you want. In fact, there are things women can do that men cannot. So get fucked.
Anti-abortion legislation, limiting access to other birth control, and making our nipples illegal.
You do realize that abortion is completely legal throughout these entire 50 states. Roe v. Wade. So is birth control. All you gotta do is go to your doctor and ask for a prescription. Abortion, most of us Christians do believe are pro-life because we believe that life begins at conception, but we're willing to, make some exceptions. I believe that abortion should be legal up to 6 weeks, because at 6 weeks, body parts start forming, and the baby can feel pain. But a lot of pro-life people are women, and boobs. Have you ever heard of modesty? This is all they talk about besides that stupid wage gap and how men sit with their legs open and just how we look at them and talk to them. Ugh.
But we support that bullshit when we, say, sing about women who are better known for the things that they do on the mattress. I know you know that, Tay. You've spoken up about your past sex shaming.
Yes, a lot of people like the Kardashians are known for the people they sleep with. And in this country, United States of America, the fabulous America, we are allowed to sing about whatever we want. Especially, when you're singing about yourself. What is the problem here?
Taylor, I know that you know that it's also implicitly supported by men who don't admit that sexism exists or that they benefit from it.
No one denies that sexism exists. There are sexist people. It's just that we say that it's not institutional, that women are not oppressed or disadvantaged in any way. But we do know that we do not have advantages from it. You feminists never actually explain how men benefit from institutional sexism, which, by the way, doesn't exist.
Which brings us back to whiteness. Like how patriarchy, or the ways that men are advantaged by social, economic, and political systems,
And she's not going to tell you how we are advantaged because she's probably one of those who think you should just listen and believe me because I'm a woman.
oppresses women, white supremacy oppresses people of color.
No, it's not. White supremacy in institutional systems was outlawed by the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
Some people are oppressed by both. And no, white supremacy doesn't just mean KKK members and neo-Nazis.
Yeah, it could also mean the guy next door who could say, I don't like black people. In fact, I went to a Pizza Hut and I saw that written on the bathroom door. And in response, I did an arrow from it and I put, I hate people. I was a fucked up kid when I was 17.
White supremacy also takes the form of exotifying and objectifying the bodies of women of color, romanticizing and glamorizing European colonization, and using white fragility and victimhood to demonize people of color. And I'm sorry, Tay, but no, you cannot be excluded from this narrative.
There were both black and white people in that twerking clip, so, and besides, it's not really objectifying anyone, it's just people twerking, and for some reason, some woman going, oh, and all that shit. It's not objectifying anyone. And that scene in the desert, that just looked like a romantic scene. How do you look at that scene and come to colonization as a conclusion? You are grasping at straws here. And as for that fragility thing, well, I'll let bit of Brit speak for me.
Very funny because white people can't call out people of color when they are racist towards white people and say bad things about white people because people of color are always correct and can call white people any names in the book, but white people cannot say anything back.
Because although you never asked to be a part of it, you are.
How the fuck is she a part of it? I'm guessing your rationality, again, grasping at straws, is because you're white, you're a part of it.
We all are. Because that is the world we were born into and the systems we were socialized under.
Okay.
You're telling us we should do what Black Lives Matter's been doing? Identifying only by our races and dividing each other?
Whiteness, the valuing of especially white, Anglo-Saxon, Protestant culture to the point of its widespread normalization, is socially constructed.
Again, how is this possible? Yes, most of the people in this country are white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. I'm only the white part, but you get the point. You don't provide any evidence of how this is socialized.
We created the idea of whiteness, its superiority, and who gets invited into it.
Whiteness is not a thing. White skin is simply that, white skin. You know what? People like you are the only people who wake up thinking about race. I don't. In fact, when I was growing up, the only people who ever talked about race were comedians, and they were just simply trying to be funny. They weren't being so serious and thinking white people are just these bad people. And ugh, you know what? You know what I want to do to you? I want to
throw you so deep into the empty that you can't bother me anymore.
Whiteness is present in our romanticization of Americana. It's present in our cultural obsession with country music.
I'm more of a rock, heavy metal fan myself. I don't really give two shits about country music.
It's present in our social understanding of wealth and the American dream.
What is so wrong with the American dream?
It's all around us, embedded in the fabric of our society.
Yeah, because no person who isn't white has ever lived the American dream. Oh no, it's just a bunch of white guys. Yeah.
We even unknowingly celebrate and therefore uphold it all the time. But white supremacy can't be dismantled unless those of us who hold power divest from whiteness.
Divest from whiteness. You heard it, folks. She expects people to dismantle white supremacy by basically not being white. What does she expect us to do? Be like that Rachel, what's her name, and be transracial? The fuck? I can't not be white. I was born this way. I didn't choose it. What the fuck?
Problem is, we need to be comfortable addressing that it exists first and admitting that it gives us an advantage.
Tell that to all the homeless people, homeless men, homeless veterans in this country, and tell them their privilege, even though they don't have homes, not even on welfare, begging on the streets for change or food. Oh yeah, and tell Obama, who got elected because of his race. He was a good president, in my opinion, but you know the reason he got elected, and tell him and Beyonce that they are oppressed. Yeah.
Taylor, in the middle of the night, in my dreams, you should see the way we burn that shit down. Forever and always, Melissa.
I'm pretty sure that Taylor Swift does not give two shits about your dreams, your positions. She just wants to sing, act, whatever she does, and make money, live her life, support her family if she has one. Again, I don't know much about her. Just there are articles claiming she's white, blonde, and skinny, therefore privileged and all that bullshit. What is so wrong with staying out of politics, especially for celebrities? Many people believe that celebrities should stay out of politics, and many people say that about Trump. It's kind of hypocritical. One, you want Donald Trump to stay out of politics because he was a celebrity from the Apprentice shit, but then you want celebrities like Taylor Swift to get involved in politics when it's convenient for you. Ugh, the hip. Look, Taylor Swift is doing a good thing. She's staying out of it. She's staying neutral, apolitical. I congratulate her for that. Anyway, that's my this week in bullshit. Anyway, I'm going to be seeing The Last Jedi for free. I got the hookup, so don't spoil it for me. And I'm going to leave Melissa Fabello a message from Andy Worski.
You do know everyone hates you, and no one thinks that you're intelligent or interesting as a human being. No one cares about your sexuality. No one cares about your race. They only care when you don't shut the fuck up. So shut your mouth and let everyone live their life, because you're loud and you all just sound like a bunch of cunts. You stink, you garbage, and that's the truth, because I'm the truth and you all are just ridiculous.